Hello there you guys, welcome to one of my videos. Going to be giving you my predicted 11 for Manchester United's game against Barcelona at Old Trafford in the Europa League round of 32 second leg. So I'm going to go with the 4-3-3 formation. So in goal, David De Gea. David De Gea was in goal in the first leg at the Nou Camp, and he made some good saves in that game to deny Jordi Alba, Robert Lewandowski and Rafinha. De Gea was in goal in Man United's 3-0 win against Leicester last weekend, and he made two good saves in that game to deny Iheanacho and Harvey Barnes. De Gea is Manchester United's #1 goalkeeper. Don't forget De Gea is out of contract at the end of the season. There's an option of an additional year. There's been rumours of Man United extending De Gea's contract. De Gea has endured around 12 years at Man United, so he has been a long-serving player. He's been with us since the Ferguson era. He's won everything domestically at the football club. He's made over 400 appearances in the Premier League and he's made over 500 appearances in all competitions. Right back, I'm going to go with Diego Dalot. Diego Dalot didn't play the first leg at the Nou Camp. It was Wan-Bissaka at right back in that game. Dalot did play in the 3-0 win against Leicester last weekend. Dalot had a good chance in that game, so was unlucky not to score. Dalot is Manchester United's first choice right back. He returned from injury not so long ago. He hasn't been the same player since he returned from injury. The two centre-backs, I'm going to go with Rafael Varane and Lisandro Martinez. Varane, of course, played in the first leg at the Nou Camp. Lisandro Martinez, he obviously missed the first leg at the Nou Camp because of suspension. But Martinez is back for the second leg. Martinez played against Leicester last weekend. He was unlucky not to score because he had a very good chance from a header, hit the crossbar. Martinez has scored one goal for Manchester United so far. That came in the 3-2 defeat to Arsenal at the Emirates. There's other options at centre-half. You know, Ten Hag has come out and said that Harry Maguire is expected to be back for the second leg. You know, Maguire has been out of a knee injury, but I don't think he'll start. Lindelof is an option as well. But yeah, I think it will be Varane and Lisandro Martinez because they're our first choice centre-halves. So, obviously Martinez will come in for Shaw at centre-back because Shaw was playing alongside Varane at centre-back in that first leg. At left-back, I'm going to go with Luke Shaw. Obviously, it was Terrell Malaysia at left-back in that first leg. Luke Shaw is predominantly a left-back, but he's played at centre-half in like 6 or 7 games this season. To be fair, he's done well in that position. As you all know, Man United are looking to extend Luke Shaw's contract. The centre defensive midfielder, Casemiro. Casemiro played in the first leg at the new camp, and I thought he put a very good performance out, and he had a chance from a free kick. Casemiro nearly scored an own goal in that first leg. He hit his own post, so he got away with that one. Casemiro missed the game against Leicester due to suspension. Casemiro's now served his 3 games in the league. Don't forget he did get sent off against Crystal Palace at Old Trafford. Man United got Casemiro from Real Madrid in a deal worth 70 million, with add-ons included. The 2 centre midfielders, I'm going to go with Sabitzer and Bruno Fernandes. Marcel Sabitzer obviously missed the first leg at the new camp because of suspension, but he's back for the second leg. Sabitzer, of course, played against Leicester last weekend. There was talks that he should have been sent off for that bad challenge he committed on a Leicester player. Man United have got Sabitzer on loan until the end of the season. There's no option or obligation to buy, but not so long ago it said that Sabitzer was open to a permanent Man United move. The reason we got Sabitzer was because of Christian Eriksen's injury blow. Bruno Fernandes. He played in that first leg as well. Bruno Fernandes put a very good performance out against Leicester last weekend, you know. He provided 2 assists. Excuse me. He provided 2 assists in the game. And you know, Fernandes looks a far superior player without Ronaldo in the team. Revert back to when Ronaldo was at Man United, we couldn't get the best out of Fernandes. Fernandes, you know, in the first leg against the new camp, actually played on the right-hand side, but he predominantly plays at number 10. On the left wing, I'm going to go with Marcus Rashford. Rashford, of course, scored in the first leg at the new camp. He scored from the near post. He should have had more than the 1 goal at the new camp because he had other shots in the game. He had a very good chance in that first half that produced a very good save from ter Stegen. Rashford, last weekend against Leicester, got a brace. Rashford's first goal against Leicester was against the run of play. His second goal was checked by VAR. VAR were checking for the possible offside, but VAR quickly confirmed that Rashford was just onside. You know, Rashford now has 24 goals in all competitions this season. What a season he's enduring. This is definitely his best season as a Manchester United player. And not so long ago, Erik ten Hag said that Rashford is one of the best in Europe. Man United are looking to give Marcus Rashford a new contract. Towards the end of last year, Man United extended his contract by 1 year, so he's under contract with the club until 2024. Is it the last 2 games, Rashford's actually been playing at centre forward. And he's done well. You know, he played up top against Leicester. And I'm sure he played up top in the first leg against Barcelona as well. On the right wing, I'm going to go with Jadon Sancho. There again, Anthony could start the game because Erik ten Hag's come out and said that Anthony is expected to be back for the second leg. You know, Anthony has been out with injury. But I do think Sancho will start this one. Last weekend against Leicester, Sancho came off the bench and got Manchester United's third goal. He scored from close range. It was good team play. Don't forget Sancho came off the bench and rescued a point for Man United against Leeds at Old Trafford. That was on his Premier League return after nearly 4 months out. It's good to see Sancho back in the team, though he's missed a lot of football this season. After the game against Leicester, you know, Ten Hag said that Sancho's heading in the right direction. Garnacho's an option on the right as well, but I do think Sancho will start. And up top, I'm going to go with Weghorst. Obviously, Anthony Martial is still out with injury. Ten Hag has confirmed that. Weghorst, of course, played in the first leg at the new camp. He was playing in that number 10, wasn't he? And he actually had a very good chance in the first leg. Should have converted it. It was from pretty close range. Was a chance, produced a good save from ter Stegen. Weghorst played against Leicester last weekend. You know, he missed a sitter in that game. He's only scored 1 goal for Manchester United so far. And that came in the first leg against Nottingham Forest at the City Ground. So that's how I think Manchester United could line up against Barcelona. As you all know, we've got Christian Eriksen out. You know, he's out until April or early May with an ankle injury. Van der Beek, of course, is out for the rest of the season. He won't start anyway. He's a squad player. I think we'll get rid of Van der Beek in the summer. Maguire has been out of an injury, but he's now back, according to Ten Hag. And that's about it. McTominay, by the way, he's back, as you all know. He came on in the game against Leicester last weekend. Do you think he'll play any part in this game? Because McTominay was out with a knock not so long ago. So there you go. And Fred, he may start this game. If he doesn't start, I think he'll certainly play a part. Fred put a very good performance out in the first leg at the new camp. And he got an assist in the game last weekend against Leicester. You know, Fred is really improving. But yeah, if Manchester United can get past Barcelona, you know, I think Manchester United can go on to win the Europa League. This is for a place in the last 16. But Man United are in pole position. You know, we have got them 2 away goals. It was 2-2 in the first leg at the new camp. Don't get me wrong, Barcelona are good. You know, Barcelona have got an ecstatic stadium, the new camp. It holds, 100,000? As you all know, Barcelona won't be playing at the new camp next season, as it's having a revamp. They're looking to increase the capacity to around 140,000. They've got a good manager as well, Barcelona. You know, Xavi Hernandez is doing a very good job. He's been the Barcelona manager for over a year. He got appointed in as the Barcelona manager back in November 2021. He's under contract with Barcelona till 2024. Xavi Hernandez replaced Ronald Koeman. Barcelona, of course, sacked Ronald Koeman. Before Barcelona, Xavi Hernandez managed Al Sadd. And Barcelona have got some very good players in their team. You know, they've got the likes of Ansu Fati, who Man United have been tentatively linked with. They've got Rafinha. Definitely Rafinha was Barcelona's best player in that first leg. You know, got a goal. Should have had another goal as well. Produced a very good save from De Gea. Barcelona got Rafinha from Leeds for around 30 million. Ferran Torres, Barcelona got him from Man City. Yeah, they got him from Man City. Robert Lewandowski, he played well in the first leg, should have had a goal, had a good chance. He's former Bayern Munich and Borussia Dortmund player. Ousmane Dembele, he's a good young player, but I haven't had a great deal of a perception on him at Barcelona because he's injury prone, isn't he? Always injured for Barcelona. Missed the first leg, he'll be missing the second leg. Barcelona got Ousmane Dembele from Borussia Dortmund in a deal worth 135 million with add-ons included. Barcelona are missing two key players for the second leg. You know, they're missing Pedri. He's injured. He played in the first leg but came off injured. And Gavi is missing because he's suspended. They got Sergio Busquets. He come back from injury not so long ago. Jules Koundé. Barcelona got him from Sevilla. There was talks that he could have been sent off in the first leg. He committed a foul on Marcus Rashford. And it mentioned that Eric Ten Hag was angry after Man United were denied a clear penalty. He said it was a red card, Jules Koundé's foul on Rashford. Andreas Christensen, Sergio Roberto, Marcos Alonso, Barca got him from Chelsea. He scored the opening goal in the first leg, came from Rafinha's corner and Alonso headed in at the back post. Frenkie de Jong. You know, Man United have been linked with him for such a long time. At one point, he was Eric Ten Hag's #1 target. But obviously, Man United decided to get Casemiro and Christian Eriksen instead. Frenkie de Jong has been at Barcelona since like 2019. Barca got him from Ajax in a deal worth 65 million. Ten Hag will be reuniting with him tomorrow. He reunited with him last week at the new camp. Jordi Alba, I highly rate him as well. He could have scored in the first leg because he had a good opportunity. So, yeah, there are a lot of the players that Barcelona do have. Like I've said, they've lost players. You know, they lost Messi, Neymar. I've got to say, Barcelona are not as good as they were when they had Messi and Neymar. You know, they both went to PSG. Neymar's the most expensive player in the world at the moment. PSG got him for around 200 million the other week. There was talks of Neymar possibly going to Chelsea. Barcelona, of course, lost Suarez, lost Coutinho. Well, Coutinho was very poor at Barcelona anyway. Coutinho's obviously now at Villa. They lost Junior Firpo. He went to Leeds from Barca. Lost Griezmann. They lost Hector Bellerin. He went to Sporting Lisbon from Barca. Barcelona didn't initially get him from Arsenal. Lost Victor Valdez a long time ago. So they are players Barcelona have lost. The last time Manchester United beat Barcelona was in the Champions League semi-final back in 2008. Manchester United won 1-0. Paul Scholes scored a screamer in that game. Man United played Barcelona in 2 Champions League finals. That was 2009-11. Unfortunately, Man United lost both finals. Man United played Barcelona in the Champions League quarter-final back in 2019. Man United lost 4-0 on aggregate. So there you go, and Man United have got the Carabao Cup final against Newcastle this weekend. You know, Man United are looking to end their trophy drought. You know, Man United have not won a trophy for 6 years. Ten Hag wants a trophy. He's made that clear. So we should have a trophy on the board by the end of the month. Winning against Newcastle will be tough though. This final is going to mean a lot to Newcastle because it's their first Wembley final since 1999. Man United played Newcastle in the FA Cup final back in 1999, but Newcastle have not won a trophy since like the 50s. But look at the progress Ten Hag has made. Got us to a Carabao Cup final. Got us to the 5th round of the FA Cup. You know, got us up to 3rd in the league. And I said at the start of this season that Ten Hag's expectations this season is to get Man United a top 4 finish. But, you know, Ten Hag said after the game against Leicester he's not thinking about the title race. And he did mention Man United were rubbish to start against Leicester. But as soon as we got that first goal against Leicester, we ran riot against Leicester. So anyway guys, that's everything to update you with. Drop your comments, likes below on the channel if you do consider subscribe as always, and take care. God bless. See you all again very soon.